And Afriforum has spent millions, hundreds of millions of rands invested in the destruction of the image of South Africa.
In Afriforum is South African. We're not against anyone because of their race. And we're saying we're going to go to Afriforum and learn from them because it's important for us to take lessons from people if they're doing something right.
Does the Nelson Mandela Foundation, for instance, can you match these budgets?
No, we can't.
Guys, I'm going to keep this short and sweet. It makes no sense to go to the person who's oppressed you and taken your land to go look for leadership advice and tips. It just makes no sense. Even in a household, if you grew up in an abusive home.
Oh my, what the heck? What? Oh my gosh, guys.
To the channel, guys, Jacinta has finally sold South Africa out. Yes, you'll be asking me how is that possible? It is actually possible because a lot is currently happening in South Africa, and I want to ask this question. South Africans, you guys don't have a president because the rate at which Jacinta is heading South Africa, the way, in fact, where Jacinta is heading South Africa right now, I don't think South Africa is going to survive it. So let me give you guys a backup. Recently, you all know that there was a summit in South Africa, the SADC summit, where the Southern Africa presidents were all there to discuss and deliberate on issues concerning their country. So Jacinta herself took her own gang venue to disrupt the summit, and after that she had a meeting with Afriforum. There was a particular organization in South Africa called Afriforum. This organization, they are against South Africans and they are supporting Afrikaners, and South Africans themselves, they do not like this organization, and they were actually so surprised that Jacinta had one-on-one meeting with the president of Afriforum yesterday, and the internet was everywhere. It was buzzing, it was chaotic. In fact, everyone in South Africa, they were making videos asking Jacinta, why do you want to do this to our country? Why do you want to destroy everything that we have built for years? Even the supporters of Jacinta are now against her. But we are here as Africans to watch and see how it unfolds in South Africa. So these Afrikaners, they do not, this Afriforum, they do not like South Africans. They are supporters of Trump, don't want to have anything associated with this organization. And when they asked Jacinta, why did you decide to associate with this organization? According to her, she said she wants to learn from them. She wants to learn from Afriforum. And people are asking, what do you actually want to learn from them? Is it how to oppress people or how to do what? But we are here to see and watch how it unfolds, as I usually say. But before then, if you've not liked the video, please kindly share, like, and subscribe, because I have a lot to unpack on this video. I will kindly stick from the beginning to the end. Do not skip the ads. Let's take a look at the video to see how Jacinta has finally sold South Africans to the Afriforum organization. Unless you're watching, you know how we do it here. Like and share.
Guys, I'm going to keep this short and sweet. It makes no sense to go to the person who's oppressed you and taken your land to go look for leadership advice and tips. It just makes no sense. Even in a household, if you grew up in an abusive home, it makes no sense to go back to your abuser. In 1912, there was the Land Act where our land was taken from us and given to mostly the Afrikaner community. So the land that they're living off right now is inherited from our loss. So it makes no sense. It makes no sense to go to the people who created a system called apartheid that showed you how much they hate you. It makes no sense for you to go to them for leadership. To be true, as truly African and South African community, we need a leadership that is African, because our institutions and our traditional systems are more humane and more inclusive. And lastly, the conversations you should be having with Afriforum is, how are they developing the communities around them? Which sections of their land are they sharing with their African workers? What do they intend to do about the unfair disposition of land? Those are the conversations we should be having with Afriforum, not looking for advice from people who took from.
And Afriforum has spent millions, hundreds of millions of rands invested in the destruction of the image of South Africa.
In Afriforum is South African. We're not against anyone because of their race. And we're saying we're going to go to Afriforum and learn from them because it's important for us to take lessons from people if they're doing something right.
Does the Nelson Mandela Foundation, for instance, can you match these budgets?
No, we can't. They're withdrawn the minute you mentioned Palestine. We lost a lot of funding.
And the right things that they are doing, we're going to be learning from them. It doesn't mean that we're saying now we're going to be worshipping Afriforum. That's not what we're saying, because we also told them that where we disagree, we disagree. But here we want to learn on the things that you are doing correctly for the people who are in your forum. So that's part of the SA Press Forum, and that's the mission that we want.
And I warned the foundation not to have me as chair because I expected the reaction that we have had. UCT passed a resolution on Gaza supporting that Zionists were acting in an apartheid fashion and intent on genocide. They lost over 250 million rands in donor funding in a very short space of time. So you're dealing with very powerful forces, and we shouldn't neglect the danger that confronts us.
Want to come up with strategies and ways that they learn to finance things like universities, how do they build them, etc., etc. So it's really a learning opportunity for us.
Jacinta, we are still recovering from a point where we are saying Zulu people sold this land to the white people. We are still recovering. So don't prove us right now. Uzositshela ukuthi wena uyojoina i-Afriforum and learn from what they are doing. Don't prove us right. Because manje ngathi history repeat. Because of manje, at least Ushaka Ilembe tried to rectify. Jacinta wants to say that Amazulu are the ones that sold this country for Emira. Jacinta is doing that. So, Ntase, please. Yetla.
Oh. So you guys are telling me that Jacinta went and said that she's going to seek guidance and form an alliance with an organization that defended a man who raped Ucweke. That's the organization. The organization that is currently fighting land expropriation without compensation. The organization that's fighting the fact that 87% of black people are living on only 14% of the land. That is the organization that she is holding hands with. Okay. The same organization that is legally representing people who have killed black South Africans in the name of self-defense. That is the exact same organization that Jacinta is holding hands with. That one. Okay. Ghana, this is the exact same organization that is defending farmers who killed black men and women in the name of self-defense. They have killed black men and women in the name of self-defense. That exact same organization is the one that Jacinta Ngops is holding hands with. All right. Ghana, this is the exact same organization. In 2019, they were fighting to have the old apartheid flag of South Africa be put on the new flag of South Africa. The new flag of South Africa must have the old apartheid flag on it somewhere. That's the exact same organization that Jacinta is saying that they want to learn from. They want to learn from that organization. All right. Ghana, this is the exact same organization. In 2024, they were going around throwing around the word white genocide. In 2024, the organization Afriforum was throwing around claims about a white genocide. In fact, they're still doing it right now. White farmers are busy being targeted. White farmers are being killed. White farmers, white farmers are the victims. But when the white farmers were killing black men and women, that was self-defense. But when the black men and women were doing the exact same thing back to them, it is genocide. That's the exact same organization. Jacinta is telling you guys she wants to learn from it. All right. This is the exact same organization that is fighting Kill the Boer, Kill the Farmer, the song. The song Kill the Boer, Kill the Farmer, but they can ban the South African flag and replace it with the old South African flag. That's fine. The same organization that does not want the black man to have any kind of land. Any kind of land. The exact same organization that's making sure that 87% of the population of South Africa that is being black does not own nearly 87% of the land. That exact same organization. The same one that is representing a man who raped a 6-year-old child. That same one. The same organization that would come and say when white people are being killed, it is a genocide. But when black people are being killed by white people, it's self-defense. The exact same organization. The exact same one. Okay. The exact same organization that is part of the laws and constitutions and all of these things that are governing South Africa currently, that make sure that black people and white people stay economically segregated. That a black person and a white person, regardless of your role, you guys will not get paid the same because your race matters first. If you are white, you will get paid twice as much as what a black person would be getting paid. That exact same organization is the one that Jacinta wants to hold hands with. That one. Okay. Ghana, this is the exact same Afriforum that was fighting over a BEE system. BEE is a system that is built to benefit the black woman and the black man. So if as a black woman and a black man, you want to start a business, when you have a BEE certificate, the economy is kind to you. It's kinder to you, right? So you get tenders, you get what, you get all of these nice things because you are a black woman or a black man who is trying to help the South African economy get on its feet. The same Afriforum that Jacinta says that they want to learn from was fighting against a BEE system, that they considered the BEE system to be a racial system that is built to separate them from the benefits that come with a BEE, forgetting entirely that people in South Africa are firstly economically segregated because of their race. Your race in South Africa matters more than anything. If you are white in South Africa, you stand a bigger chance, you get a bigger portion of the pie. Even if you're on a diet, my dear, for the fact that you are white, you are going to get 75% of this pie. When you are black, you are going to get 14% of a pie. When you are colored, you are getting 7% of the pie, and then others, they also get the remaining part or the remaining pieces of the pie. Afriforum was fighting the fact that black people get given bigger portions of a pie because of the color of their skin. That exact same organization is the one that Jacinta is saying that she wants to learn from. Explain it to me like I'm a child. Make me understand. Because also, in as much as Afriforum is Afriforum, in terms of ideologies, Afriforum is pretty racist. Afriforum is more white people or Africans culture, Africans history, Africans language based. It is not based on merit. It is not based on qualification. It is not based on how well you do anything. If you are white in Afriforum, you are welcome. If you are black in Afriforum, you don't have a seat at the table. But the white Afriforum members want a seat at the BEE table. They want to sit with the black people when they are sharing the pie on the table that has been given to them. The 7 or the 14% of the pie that has been given to black people, Afriforum wants to share it with them. Right now, Afriforum has got their BEE certificate through March and March. They were fighting BEE. Guys, Lona BEE is only benefiting black people, or it's only based on someone's race, where it benefits first black people and then Indians and then coloreds and then the likes of, and then only does it get passed down to the white person. The same Afriforum has joined hands with March and March and got their BEE certificate through March and March, not because they are Afriforum, but only through March and March. You guys are telling me, you are telling me this is what's happening today. Bazonithengisa. Batla go le rekisa. Ba tlile go le rekisa. Bata go nithengisa guys. Bata go nithengisa ne and nizobuya. Laba basaqeda ukuthengisa. Basaqeda ukuthengisa nizonya. Nizobuya so mama 11.
I am telling you guys that South Africa, Jacinta, Fakel and her gang, they have a mission. So when I tell you guys that these people are being bankrupted, like they are being sponsored by people, I am not joking, I am not lying. For her to have this, meeting with Afriforum that the whole South Africans do not actually support the agenda, they don't support what they stand for. It means there is something fishy. And South Africans, see you guys are there opening your eyes. But who are we to advise South Africans? We cannot advise them because they don't need us. For me, I am here to share with you guys all the gist, all the juicy parts that's currently happening in that country. And I'm not gonna fail. But if you're watching this video, if you've not subscribed to this channel, I'm sorry for you. I am sorry for you because I have a lot of videos, lots of videos to share with you all concerning the things that are happening in South Africa and Jacinta and the gang. And please, if you've not subscribed, this is the time for you to subscribe, like the video, share the video, and turn on your bell notification so you can be notified whenever I post videos like this on this channel. Thank you for always watching.